What's poppin'? What's cracking? We're Soul Clap, and we're in a hut.
And we're here to tell you a little bit about how we did this Baker Man and Cocaine Cool remixes of the legendary Danish Laid Back. See, basically, everybody knows that White Horse is one of the best dance records of the 80s. We've been playing this song at parties in Boston basically our whole lives. Absolute classic. But, you know, we never really knew anything about Laid Back. So, we started making our edits. We did Conscious, we did Love Light, maybe a couple others. And I was living with my boy Paolo, runs Airdrop Records in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
That's right.
This was what, about 2008 maybe?
That's it.
So, his brother Alex comes and stays with us. And he says, wow, I really love the edits you're doing. Alex is a big music head.
Aficionado.
Exactly.
If I may.
Wait, phone's for you.
Hold on, I gotta take this. Hello.
So I'll keep talking while he takes the call. You know, it's very important things going on in this hut.
Yeah.
So Alex brings a CD, and it's a single of Laid Back, Baker Man, and he says, boys, I've heard your edits.
Yep. Well.
And this would be a perfect track for you to edit.
I told her not to stop calling the house. Tell her to stop calling the house.
Sorry about that.
Leave me alone. Stop calling.
Sorry about that. She knows that she's never supposed to call when
don't
we're in the hut.
Don't call around here no more.
The hut is business only line. Business only, no personal. So, where was I? So Alex gives us the CD, and we're like, you know, a lot of people, once they heard the edits, they started giving us music, hey, edit this, hey, edit that. But, you know, it was a very personal thing. It's like we heard the song somewhere random, or maybe we were playing it in the club and it wasn't quite right. So that's why we made the edit. So we're a little skeptical at first, but we put the song on and immediately it's like, bam,
yes,
this song is magic. Just the original is magic. But, you know, it wasn't a dance record.
The night train was coming.
And we started baking bread, right,
and we
immediately.
Bread.
You know, we got in the kitchen and we started baking that bread.
We were baking.
And there was a lot of drama involved, actually. You know? We made this remix. We thought Alex was giving this to us as something for the Marcy Hotel, where we had started DJing, the legendary Wolf and Lamb residence / club. And this song was basically an anthem for the Marcy. It had the feeling of the Marcy in the air. So, at this time, we just started releasing on Wolf and Lamb Black, and as soon as Scotty heard this edit we did, he wanted it immediately for his label. But, of course, we weren't thinking. Paolo got us this idea, so obviously Paolo wants to put it out. So, there was a huge drama involved.
A lot of drama.
But as with any great record, there's got to be drama involved.
Especially when you're baking bread.
And, of course, in the end, this went to our brother Paolo. And Paolo's brother, Alex. Because it's all about brothers. Because it's Brother Records that these tracks are on now. Obviously. So, I mean, it's pretty crazy coincidence, right? Label's called Brother, and we got the idea from Brother Alex for this whole thing to happen. So, Paolo releases the record.
They're brothers from other mothers.
We're brothers from another mother. So, brothers from another mother.
Brothers.
So basically,
all right, let's talk about Cocaine Cool.
So, well, let's finish this up because then it came out on Aux, right?
Yes, it came out on Aux. On
a bootleg label that Paolo started, Airdrop started. We can't forget Henry, who's the other half of Airdrop. He had a lot to do with this whole thing too.
Yep.
And shout out, we love you guys, we miss you. And well, not Paolo because we're in Berlin and he's here, so we've been hanging out with him. But Henry, we miss you.
We miss you, Henry.
Miss you, Henry. Okay, so it comes out on the bootleg, and maybe like what, 6 months, a year later, we get an email. Hi, I'm Laid Back's manager. Wondering why you put this out. You didn't have permission.
Where's the
So
where's the money for the sample?
Said, shoot. I guess we got caught. We're gonna get sued. Oh no! Oh god! Yeah. So, luckily, Airdrop got in touch. Paolo, Henry,
saved the day.
With their great business sense, hollered back. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but another maybe 6 months later, Paolo comes to us and he says, I just heard,
bam,
from Laid Back manager, not only do they want to release Baker Man officially, but they want you to remix the new single Cocaine Cool, which we had already been playing in the club. And this also, I think, had a lot to do with our boys at Word and Sound, Kai and Peter. You know, I think they're close with them. The new label Brother is distributed by Word and Sounds. We had just met Kai, and I think he was helping push that through. So this is a big shout out to everybody involved. because it was a big team effort.
Word up, word and sound.
Word up and sound.
And sound.
So now, my man, C Nice, finally off the phone and is going to tell you a little bit about Cocaine Cool.
Cocaine Cool. Cocaine Cool, we had to channel the inner Miami a la 1980s. We got deep with it. This was a dope remix. It had a lot of cool parts and synth lines that we took out and we added our own flair. But most importantly, the break beats. And we ended up with something very special. It's an honor to work with such an amazing piece of music.
Yeah, I mean, as Charlie said, we were in Miami at the time, living in Miami while we wrote the remix. So you know it's the cocaine capital of the Cowboys. The cocaine Cowboys capital. So, you know, there's a lot of... The air is almost... There's cocaine in the air in Miami, you know? So it's hard not to make a cool cocaine remix of Cocaine Cool.
Yeah. I just want to know what he's talking about on the record. Oh... Dude, we gotta...
Oh, wait. We're on camera? Shit.